Have you ever had a traditional family recipe that you made one way for years and then found out that the traditional family recipe really wasn't a traditional family recipe at all? Let me talk to you about this while I am rolling Braciole for my Christmas lasagna. Okay, my Christmas lasagna sauce has always been an easy sauce in my family. It was Braciole, which was beef in strips with salt and pepper, garlic, lots of garlic, Parmesan cheese, and parsley rolled up. Now, if you are alert looking at this, you'll say that doesn't look like beef, and it's not, it's pork. And this is because when I went to Calabria for the first time 2 years ago, I was really into tracking down family recipes to try to find more information because nobody who made these originally was still alive. And I went to the villages that my great-grandparents came from, and I would talk to them about their recipes. And when I asked about Braciole and I said, beef rolled up, they laughed at me and said, no, you don't make Braciole with beef, only pork. And I was like, no, it's beef, and it's been that way my whole life. I must have talked to 15 women, most of them through an interpreter because they didn't speak English, and everybody I talked to said the same thing. It was pork. Now, my family came from southern Italy, and there aren't a lot of cows in those mountainous areas of Calabria. What there are is sheep, so that the cheese that was commonly used was Romano, not Parmesan, which is from the north. And the meat that was used, most typically, was pork. So I decided last year for Christmas that I would do both beef and pork Braciole. And surprisingly enough, when I asked the younger generation which one they preferred, everybody preferred the pork. So this year I'm making both again because my siblings really want the Braciole they grew up with, which was the beef, but I'm doing pork as well. Now, how did we get from beef to pork? Well, as I said, in southern Italy, there weren't a lot of cows, so beef was really expensive. And so they used pork for almost everything. When my great-grandparents came over to the U.S. in the early 1900s, they landed at Ellis Island and took up residence in New York. There was a heavy Jewish community on the Lower East Side, and pork was not something you found a lot of in New York. So my guess, and this is a guess because Lisetta Cestari, my great-grandmother, has been dead since 1938, so I can't very well talk to her about it, is that they used what was available. So she shifted the recipes that she used that had been pork-based to beef-based. So hence the pork Braciole. I've kept the recipe the same, except I shifted the cheese to make it more authentic Southern Italian. I'm using Romano in the pork Braciole. Other than that, the way I use it to make the sauce and cook it in tomato sauce for 2.5 hours is absolutely the same. But I am doing both now. What my children are going to use as their ancestral recipe, I don't know. I've always enjoyed the beef, but the pork is pretty good as well. So what I have here is sliced pork butt. You could also use shoulder, whichever is easier. You want to make sure that they are long strips that you can roll up. Now, every family does Braciole differently. Some use breadcrumbs, some put in fancy stuffings with raisins or olives. Mine are very simple and used really to flavor the sauce. So I take the strip of meat, apply salt and pepper, a lot of garlic, and Romano cheese and parsley, and I roll it up. Then I will brown it in some olive oil. I use less when I'm doing pork than I did with beef because there is more fat on the pork. that also does a nice job of flavoring the sauce. Then for every pound of meat, I add a large can of tomatoes, and then I also use some tomato paste and water and cook it forever, and that's how I make my sauce. And yes, it is sauce from my family, never gravy. Gravy is brown stuff used by people who aren't Italian making their Sunday roast. But the red liquid that you apply to pasta is sauce and always sauce, and I will die on that hill. So here we are. If you do try it, I would like to hear your experience. And if you also have an experience with a family recipe that you thought was one thing, when really what you were doing was an adaptation that somebody did when they showed up in a new country and couldn't find the ingredients they were used to, I would really love to hear that too. Thank you very much.